Welcome to the first 40 with the squad. It's Black Thor, Icewater, and yours truly, Puma. We're going to go right to the Final Four. The men's are in the Final Four, and Black is in the lead. Don't know how I did it. Tennessee let me down. So Black has 78 points, followed by Icewater, 72 points, followed by me with 67 points, and Pop has 51 points. Max points, Black can get 126. Icewater is iced out, can't get any more than 72 points. I can get 115, and Pop could get 99. What happened? Let me go to Black first because he's doing his victory lap.
He's doing his victory lap.
Go to Ice.
All I heard was, I want to see your face, potential, all this other stuff. So go to Ice. Brother Ice, I yield my time, Brother Ice.
Tension. Who are you talking to? Tension.
I said potential. I heard potential. I can't wait to see your face when you lose. Come on, give my time to Brother Ice. All yours, baby.
Black Thor wins again. And he'll let you know about it too. That's one thing we know about that. He would damn sure let you know about it. But it's all good. He won, I think, third time in a row? So, hey, the tournament itself, things turned out. I mean, what can you say? Oh, now, okay. Are you on camera now? I thought this was my time, but I guess that's who you are, right? I guess not. You can't help yourself. All good, though. All good. But third time, but in regards to the tournament itself, I mean, what can you say? UConn is playing their behinds off. I didn't know if they were going to be able to keep moving forward, so I went another way. So with that being said, they're playing great basketball. I'm still not sure, in my opinion, if this team, it doesn't matter. I'm not sure if this team is as good as the team last year. I think they were super dominant. They're dominant this year. I don't know. When I look at the tournament overall, some of the teams I thought were going to really step up, including like Arizona, they half-ass played. I mean, you see potential all the time. You talk all that stuff, but the team has to really want it. I think North Carolina State is a clear example of that. I mean, when you look on paper, you go, this team's probably better than North Carolina State and whatnot, but they're playing hot. They're won 7 straight or 8 games in a row, and they're on a roll. So you got to give them that, coming in, doing what they had to do and move. But I think North Carolina State is probably the biggest shocker to me because they just don't care. It'll be interesting to see how they move forward. Purdue finally is getting through, right? I think a lot of that had to do with the big fella finally saying, I don't give a damn what happens during the course of this. I'm taking over. And I think that speaks volume for him. Alabama on fire. Just love to watch that. They're not supposed to be there. Everybody's saying what they say about them, but it's interesting. And other than that, like I said, it's going to be interesting Final Four, but it came out crazy as hell. And then for the record, which is funny as hell to me, so I end up losing all my Final Fours or whatever the hell it is, and I'm still in second. What the hell, really?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if I went conventional Houston, no excuses. If I went conventional Houston, Connecticut, right? Anyway, it is what it is, bro. All good. Let the champion speak so he can tell his fans how he feels.
Go ahead, Black.
Yeah, if I did this, if I said this, if I wrote that, if I hollered that, it all could be different. But yeah, you where you are, man. That's where you are. That's where you are. Good game, man. Good try. As I said earlier, I'm set up to do this because y'all, oh yeah, Puma said a couple of weeks ago, Black Thor must go down. I can't wait to see your face when this happens. Well, here it is, baby. Take a good look. It's the same way every time we get together. It's just, I look at it as NC State, for the most part, yeah, they're surprised. But to me, not really. Only thing surprised them about me to them is that I thought after they won the ACC tournament, there was kind of a flood. That's pretty surprising, bro. Because I watched them in the tournament where they played. So beyond that, I'm not surprised. I do like the fact Edey, he showed up yesterday. And, everybody want to talk about the points he made, but this cat has worked on his game in the offseason. They said he worked on his foot movement. He develops some moves. And he's hard to stop. Even if they get to play UConn, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little scared for UConn. I believe they'll win, but I believe he has something for him. Alabama might, take a little out of UConn, but I'm gonna say this, man. I know I said earlier in the year that UConn really hadn't played anyone, but when I really focus and watch them start to play, there's something about them when they go into that locker room and come back out. You saw them display Saturday. They come out, they make some adjustments, they see what you're doing, it's like they come out there a fresher team. And when you think about a team, I don't care what sport, college, pro, whatever, they're going a 30-0 run.
Yeah.
That's some offense, that's some defense right there. And Illinois just had it cranking. I like what their coach said. We're going to go inside. We're going to do what we have to do. We're not afraid of them. It didn't matter. It just didn't matter. So, yeah, I mean, I think the Final Four is set to be a good one. I think the whole tournament itself, a lot of times we look at teams that didn't make what the case may be. And I remember early on was thinking UConn had a murderous road to get to where they are. And the coach said, no, this is where we want to be. We'll take it. And they took it on the chin and look where they are. So, yes, it is a three-peat. It is right now. And we have to wait till the next Monday night because where it stands right now, Ice or Puma can't really get any more points. It's going to get ahead of me. So Ice being in second place is a fallacy, but for the most part, it doesn't really matter. He ain't going to a butt there. Maybe Puma can get ahead of him, possibly. But if you look at the breakdown, it is what it is. Who knows what will happen next year? I already told Pops if he won, I'll do his bracket for him next year. I already said that to him. And I'm thinking too that, this dynasty, I might just sit out next year because it's not getting fun anymore, just beating off for no reason at all. So I'm thinking about it. I got all season to think about it. Where I might just, pull myself out because, after 3 years, what more do you want to keep doing, man? Keep showing up. Y'all keep talking junk all in all season. Then I come beat the pants off you. I mean, sometimes I got to do it to prove you that I understand college basketball. Yeah, man, I don't sit all late at night, watch this team, talk about that team. But what I do is win. So if you don't like me winning, damn it, beat me. Until you do that, yeah, I'm going to keep talking. Yes, I'm going to keep talking.
Moving right along with the women's game. I gotta hear this for 2 more weeks. Moving right along with the women's game. They're playing for the Final Four tonight. And I was saying this, Black, earlier. It just seems like, and I've watched this, and people call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't care. I watched the West Virginia-Iowa game, and every time Iowa started to get close or started to get, like they were going to go ahead, whistle, tweet, 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 and they get behind by 9 again. And it's almost like they're trying to, really crown their darling, Caitlin, and get her into the championship game and kind of send her off in a championship way. And I'm not liking it. I didn't like how it went down last year. I thought it was kind of some funny business last year. It's looking like the same now. You got USC with Juju Smith. You got UConn that's in the mix. Also South Carolina, even though they're limping to the finals, they're still in the mix. Your thoughts on this, man?
Yeah, I didn't watch that game, but it doesn't surprise me. I mean, look at the game that's going to take place this evening. Realistically, a lot of times when women are playing and they're going to their Elite Eight, as men, we don't really pay attention. We tune into the Final Four. We may tune into the championship. They had 12 million viewers last year. This game coming up for tonight, LSU and Iowa. 10 basically was their million base. When the last time women's college basketball pulled that? So if they're doing something to get it to this point, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Because if West Virginia would have beat them, with those same amount of people had the interest in the games tonight, and the viewers, the numbers turns into ad dollars, which turns into profit. So it doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't surprise me. But I think after tonight or tonight starting tonight, it's going to get real for it. If that wasn't real, that game is going to get real because you can't really at this point now play that but so much. He has to come out and get it done. And LSU, with everything's going on with their head coach, she's worried about an article that's coming out there, all that nature. She done said some things that done piss people off too. It's gonna be ramped up tonight. So I'll be surprised if they kind of do some things to get her past there. And as you said, I looked at the South Carolina to be they kind of limping in. I think they might be a little tired. USC is playing good. I kind of hate the fact that they're playing UConn, but UConn finds a way, man. Just sometimes to beat teams that they probably shouldn't. I hate to see Juju go down, so I'm hoping that they kind of pull through and make it past UConn. But if not, UConn will move on. But it's exciting, man. I mean, again, when the last time, realistically, I don't know if you can say that for Caitlin or whatever, that the women's college basketball has garnished this much attention.
Ice, what are your thoughts about this, man? Because I know I'm rolling with South Carolina regardless to what, but I'm looking at USC. North Carolina State looks really good. You've been talking about them all year. What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, it comes down to the point of, I don't know, man. I was all excited. I was watching LSU and UCLA, hell of a game. And I have to admit, man, I'm gonna talk about it, but I'm a little bit turned off now, and I'm gonna tell you why. After watching Iowa and watch the way that Caitlin is reacting to the cameras, and I mean NIL, I think is almost damn near destroying women's basketball. And all of these young women, that most of them that are getting commercials and whatnot, NIL, they're playing to the camera, they're playing to the refs. You know, I thought LSU was gonna be a little different. I watched the UCLA game, and I'm sitting there going like, the one guard that's on all the commercials now, her and Angel Reese. Angel Reese is like uh, got fouled. She fouled somebody and slammed the ball down like the referee was making a damn mistake. I was like, where they do that at? Well, you got to respect the game if nothing else. And you know, it's just different, man. And there's one thing I loved about the women's game prior to this is the fact that they played hard, right? Wasn't about trying to really show nobody up or whatever, but just NIL, bro. And these commercials and they flopping in there. Tonight is like, I'm looking, instead of seeing who's gonna win, I'm talking about LSU. That's tonight, right? LSU and
Iowa.
Iowa. I'm gonna watch who's gonna be to have the most damn theatrics. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, the drama.
Huh?
The drama, basically.
Yeah, it's the theatrics. I'm like, I want to see a great game, but back to your point, I still think South Carolina is strong. They did have a little hiccup against Indiana, but Indiana's a very good team. They play defense, they can shoot the ball, so I'm not surprised there. But I still think South Carolina's on a mission. I do like Juju, but Juju's team's going to have to come play because the rest of these young ladies are really coming to play. LSU can play with anybody, of course. And you just look at it overall, everybody that's left, you just kind of go, they're going to be ready to play. I think LSU got surprised by UCLA. UCLA was ready, bro. They was coming to play. Is North Carolina State still in it?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's another team you need to watch out for. From the standpoint of their defense all year long has been strong, and nobody's really been looking at them as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how they come down. But yeah, I'm going to watch this game tonight. I'm going to watch the rest of it. But if I had to choose one right now, it still would be South Carolina because I think they're still frustrated from the factor that they didn't win last year and they're on a mission.
Yeah, North Carolina women to the Elite Eight. The men have won 9 in a row. So both schools are represented well in the tournament. Hot take, Black.
Yeah, it's interesting because you know, I had a chance to chat about this a while before. Going back to the Caitlin thing, and Ice Cube came out and offered $5 million to come over and play in his league instead of going to the WNBA. And I'm like, bro, what are you trying to do? What are you really trying to prove? And that's what I want to put out there for us to kind of talk.
Ice?
I think it's crazy, and he probably like seeing if she gonna take it. I mean, he ain't got nothing to lose if she come out and play. But I want to see what her team is thinking. I mean, of course, other people have talked about, oh, if I'm Caitlin, I take it. I'm like, really? Would you? So you're gonna leave the WNBA where you're supposed to be playing for the next few years to play against some older, out of shape men, but former players to do that just for the money? To me, it would be a circus. It really would be a circus. She wants to keep dignity, or is it all about the money? You go to the WNBA. I mean, granted, I forgot what the salary may be. It's not going to be nowhere near $5 million. But I'm thinking if you can do it for a year and just do it before you go to the league or whatever. But that's hard to do because I think they run simultaneously with the WNBA. But I don't know. I think she's a real ball player. She'll go to the WNBA and take her lumps and do what she got to do. Because you think about the amount of NIL money that she already making. I was thinking about that too. Why would you? I mean, it's nice to have, but you're already making a bunch of money. You're gonna keep making money as long as you keep doing what you got to do. And I think it'd be interesting to see what she does in WNBA. But I don't know. I mean, I understand why she would be intrigued by it, but I don't think it'd be a good move for her.
So do any of you two watch the 3-on-3, the Big Three?
I have. I mean, I've glanced. I've seen it.
Okay, because I don't watch it, and I just thought that this was a way to kind of get some attention to the Big Three. It's getting ready to come up, and who better to go after than maybe the hottest name coming out of college, and she's a woman, so he's trying. I see it as some kind of marketing tool. I'm still not gonna watch. I'm still not gonna watch. It doesn't interest me. The big three concept. It's like your old uncles trying to go out there and show what they got, and they ain't got much. And why would I want to watch that? I can go to a family reunion and watch that, a pickup three game. So I'm not gonna watch it. He's not bringing any. I don't know if it's a successful venture financially, and so he's trying to get some big time names maybe through there. But I don't like it. I never did watch it. I'm not going to watch it. She's not a big name. I am up to here. Me and Pop were talking about the other day. I'm up to here with her. I don't want to see her anymore. I'm not interested in seeing her anymore. They're doing her like they're doing LeBron James on all these channels, and they burnt her out before she even get to the NBA. So I don't care if I ever see her play ball or bounce a ball on TV again, because y'all have burnt me out with this woman, and every time she sneezes or she coughs or she farts, you put her on TV. I'm done with it. Black.
Well, I like that t-shirt too, man. Squad. I like that, boss. Let me say this, man. Can I hear you both of you two gentlemen? I'm going to say I think Ice Cube is just really trying to get attention. But I will say this. We got to be careful. And I see people now. I saw a video the other day with Dan Patrick. He had Christian Laettner up there talking about this. And we got the coaches talking about this, about the NAL. Be careful with what we say about against it, man. These players are making money now. They got a right to go where they want to go. For the first time, we've been talking about the past 20 years, how they've been getting dogged and getting abused. As soon as they get some leverage and start making it, we want to kind of shoot it down. Now, granted, Kaylin is making her money, and I understand we could be tired of it, but guess what? It's good for the college athlete. And we got to keep, in my opinion, we got to keep that perspective and stop shooting it down, because, yeah, they're out there commercially. That's just LSA players out there. This is what we want. It's what they should have been having all along. So it's like you got to keep in mind you might be working against it, especially. And I think Dan Patrick and the rest of them, I think they have an agenda to turn it around, because they don't like seeing the coach of Alabama step down. He didn't step down, man. He stepped down because he was going to get his ass kicked in the next couple of years. But all these coaches starting to cry and complain, but they wasn't crying when you was making $6-7 million, players were making nothing. So to me, when I hear that NIL talk and that, I'm against it. I'm against it, man. Let them make what they want to make. And I'll say about this, Kaylin, it's my personal opinion. Is it overdone? Yeah, but that's the society and what we live in when it comes to marketing and media. Don't expect nothing else. We didn't say that about LeBron. LeBron been going this for the last 25 years. We ain't say nothing about him about that when it comes to that. We look at we take it. She's just getting started.
All right, Ice, hot take.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay right there, bro. Cause I made a list, and my thing is just act like you've been there before. That's all. I mean, and it's maybe that's the new age athlete, and I hope they get as much money as they can. I ain't mad at that. I made a list. You think about it. Angel Reese makes 1.9 million off NIL. Caitlin Clark makes 3.1 million. One of the top folks on making it. I don't have a problem with the money. Shedeur Sanders makes $4.7 million, and the ringleader of the whole NIL making the most money out there. Y'all gonna love this. $4.9 million. Ronnie James. 4.9.
Who's that? Who's making 4.9?
LeBron James at USC, who stuck on the bench.
So, I mean, I guess the question, I mean, we talked about it just a few minutes ago, but the question is, do you think how do they go about actually choosing who they like or who they select to give the most money to? And do you think it's a disservice, most importantly, to the other athletes? Because the NIL was supposed to be about including guys to get paid and whatever, whoever they may be. So my question is, if I'm playing football and I'm the guard on the national championship team and I can't get no holler, does that matter to you? Or is it just the best people get the most money, like how capitalism mostly goes in this country?
Well, my answer to that is when they didn't have NILs, no matter what you was doing on a football team, somebody was taking care of you, boss. 9 out of 10 times, they were getting your card, they was getting you something. A lot of that's still going on. I'm not saying that's gone. So of course you're gonna see some of the bigger household names making money. And it is what it is. I mean, LeBron's son, he doesn't deserve it, but guess what? He carries that name, and they're looking at future earnings for him. If I can get him now and grab him now, I got him in the future. So that's how that game is played. Again, I'm not against it, man. I'm not against it because these young people out here basically and their brand is being used to make money for the university, for these a lot of these scumbag schools, I have nothing against it, bro. I have nothing against it, nothing at all. I mean, I think you said Prime's son is making some cash. I mean, realistically, if you know, real for the most part, if he wasn't LeBron, not LeBron, Deion's son, and he was basically not being coached by him, would he be making that cash? Probably not. Not based on his play. So, but that's how this world is, bro. We know how it is. They'll put you in. You know, you look at was it Baker Mayfield? He was playing for the Cleveland Browns, not doing well. How many commercials did he have? And let's not act like it's not a race game. That's part of it too. You know, they basically look, who can we basically sell to the masses? It comes down to it. So there it is.
I kind of I'm not going to touch the NIL stuff. I mean, the players deserve it, but I do think, just like with coaches and any other people working for an institution, there should be some code of conduct, kind of policies put in there, so it can temper some of these attitudes, some of these. I've never seen a period of time where the players talk to the refs as much as they talk to them now, and disrespect the refs, and you got to know that if you continue on this route of disrespecting the game, disrespecting the refs, being disrespectful in the public, that it's going to turn people off, and the success you're getting now will be gone in a fleet second. So it has to be some conduct, like, yeah, you're getting paid, but that doesn't get you to a point where you can act like an ass and get away with it, or do all this kind of crazy stuff. You're there to get an education. You are getting paid, but act like you've been there before, like you said, Ice, and have some kind of conduct to this, Ice.
Yeah, I mean, again, I just want to reiterate. I've been, I covered sports for years, man, especially amateur athletes, and I knew each time that you like, damn, they should get some more money or whatever. And I have no problem with the NIL, but I just find it ironic though that now that everything is, the other part too is the NCAA, right? They're just, you'll never hear nothing from them now. It's like they are just begging just to be a part of the game because it's changed. Because now schools are thinking about doing their own thing. Because when you look at college football is based upon the college football playoff. It has nothing to do with NCAA whatsoever. And it's its own entity in itself. And they're just glad to be around it. And they want to do that because they know sooner or later colleges are going to move on doing their own thing. But again, I just find it ironic that NIL is here, people are making money doing what they need to do. And it is almost to me like the rich get richer, the most popular people get the money. And I guess that's how the game is played. But I just find it ironic though that when you think about it, the same situations everybody's celebrating now about, oh, it's great to get the money and whatnot. Not too long ago, players and coaches were getting crucified and boosters for the same damn thing that now we're applauding. Like nothing like this never ever happened. Oh my God, she got that. Oh, this is great. Some of these so-called people that were against it, particularly in the media, that were, going against it. Now they're rah-rah and everybody acting like it's the greatest thing since sliced bread was created. But I just find it crazy as hell that you just forget the past, man. I just think about Jerry Tarkanian. Everybody came for him. And then when it was all said and done about the booster and all the other crap, NCAA ended up having to cut him a check. Some things just, it's hard to just walk away and just be all giddy. I'm happy for the players, but it's just sad that we forget, what it was before.
All right, let's go to NBA real quick, and I'm looking at the Bucks. Saw a few games of the Bucks. The Bucks, they're not for real. So whatever they're trying to do over there, it's not going to happen. They'll probably get the number 2 seed, but they'll be out real quick because they're just not that team. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's coaching. Maybe they're still living off the championship they got. But looking in the West, it's a fight between the Nuggets and the Thunder, and I'm here for it. The Thunder, you better hold on to whatever you need to hold on to, because the Nuggets are going step by step. They're both 7-3 in the last 10, and so the Clippers, just send them away real quick. I'm saying this, and I've said this before. The playing games were cool when we had the pandemic. They're not cool anymore. Just put the top 8 teams in. And I know the NBA wants to make money, but the teams that they were putting in the play in, that was for a special kind of situation. But now it's kind of worn off on me where we're talking more about the 10 and 9 teams. They're talking about the Bulls here. The Bulls might be a 9 team. Like, the Bulls shouldn't even be in the playoffs. So I'm going to go to you, Black, your eye test on the NBA real quick.
Well, yeah, I'm with you with about the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, that team basically is void of defense, and what they're going to basically do is kind of give the ball to Greek Freak, say clear out. That's not going to work for so long. I like to play in for this reason, but because if you look at last year, look at what Miami basically did, look at what the Lakers did. For that reason, to me, I think it has its place. Now, granted, is it going to be talked about this time of year? Absolutely. To me, in a way, it kind of rewards teams for being metaphor or, not being that good. But at the same point, man, it adds a little excitement. If you can follow a team that basically, let's say if you was a Miami Heat fan last year, bro, and you think your team had a chance to make it to the playoffs, and you find yourself, for them during that time when they really shouldn't be there, you might feel a little different. So that's why I kind of look at the play-in. I don't think it hurts. I think it does help. I don't think it should go the hype that it gets, but at the same point, it's something new, so it's going to garnish that. So no, man, I have no problem with it. I have no problem with that at all.
Ice, your thoughts, man?
Yeah, when you look at from the standpoint of how things are going, first of all, I don't have a problem with the playing because you look at Atlanta's number 10 in the East, right? And who knows, little dude might get high, they might want to play. Number 9, like you said, Chicago. But it gives, what I'm seeing now, right now, is some of the teams that are on the lower edge, the lower level, are acting as if they want to play. And that may not be the case with the Lakers or Golden State, but you remember when OKC was maybe one of the lower teams before they start playing well. It gives the other teams the opportunity to play teams that if they don't want to play hard, and you may have better talent, they come out and you don't come out and step up, you're gone. You're gone. I think that's the way the playoffs is going to be. For instance, when you look at Dallas Mavericks are like, what are they, number 5?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to play Dallas. I told y'all that. Y'all think I'm crazy because I'm talking about Kyrie. Kyrie act like you want to play for 3 games. Your series is over. Because they don't care. They got nothing to lose. They have no big man. They just shooting and scoring. Him and Luka are going to try to drop 70 on you together every night. If you're ready to play, great. If you're not, and I think that's the issue that Boston is going to face because everybody forever, since the last 19 years, I feel like they keep talking about Boston. They done changed point guard. When I got this dude, got rid of Marcus Smart because he ain't ready to play. So Marcus Smart evidently is not the problem. We had to get Porzingis. They got everybody known the man, and they still can't get the damn job done. So sooner or later, you might want to look at that front office. I know everybody talking about how great that front office was, but that same dude in that front office is the dude that was coaching them before. So you might want to think about that for a minute. Why can't they get over the hump? Sooner or later, it might come back to the front office. You might want to call Danny Ainge back. See if he can come back.
All right, we're going to table the Major League Baseball report until next week. The Yankees still 4-0. Black, last second shot.
Yeah, that's all that matters, right? Sometimes they hype starts so I can finish. We'll see that for another 5 months. Anyway, it's funny we talk about NIL and all that stuff, and we forget sometimes, man. We get wrapped up. It's a good thing too. I'm not saying that. We get wrapped up in the sport so much, and we got our emotions involved. Ice is feeling his emotions now because he's not going for the 3 consecutive years in the tournament, and that's okay. But we forget that at the end of the day, it's just entertainment, boss. That's all it is, man. I mean, it's good we got our emotion involved, but at the end of the day, it serves the form of to take you away from what's going on in your everyday life. And sometimes you got to put that in perspective. At the end of the day, it's a business, but it's just pure entertainment. Let's enjoy it.
Ice?
I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to say it. I wasn't going to say it. I was trying to be cool, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to say, he is absolutely right. Sports is entertainment. And then some people say, well, you get emotional. I'm just a hyper person. I'm not mad about anything. But I do find that ironically, I've asked this question for the last 4 years, maybe, or even longer. Puma, I've asked you this question. How many times have I won football, bro, in a row? I'm still waiting on that damn question to be answered. And I ain't mad. Congratulations to the 3-time champion. But I asked that question.
Congratulations.
And I found it out. I think it's a family cousin thing because I'm still looking at it for. I'm just asking the question. That's all the question I asked. Congratulations again to the 3-time champion of college basketball, Black Thor. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. But Puma, I'm just asking the
Yeah,
question.
you gotta run. You gotta run. You gotta run.
I didn't care about it, but it's ironic. I can't get the answer to that question. But again, all good. All good.
Because maybe it's college basketball season. We're not talking about football. Maybe that's the reason why you didn't answer the question.
Yeah, okay. What the question never answered throughout the whole year, bro.
Period. Hey, when you win, you get your props, bro. But when you lose, you got this attitude. That's what it is. We're not talking about. Not talking about football.
I don't have an
We're
attitude.
not talking about football now. We're talking about college basketball.
But here's the thing. I don't have an attitude. We can go back and forth. I don't have an attitude.
It's college basketball, baby.
Man, you know what?
Four.
I'm done.
It's not the Super Bowl. We're done with that.
I'm good. I'm good.
Can I get my last second shot?
You go ahead, bro. I'm good.
Talk about hockey.
I'm good. I'm good.
I've been looking at the NFL and changing rules. One of the things that got me is the new tackling rule, and I really don't like the new tackling rule. And the reason why I don't like the new tackling rule is because I'm pretty sure people get hurt. But Black said something earlier today about, hey, let's teach these guys how to tackle so that it can prevent injuries later. So the kickoff rule, really like. I think we can go further. But the tackling rule is making it too easy for the offense. All right. That's our show. We will see you next week. Peace. Man, you took yourself off the screen. Hey. Come on, man.